Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back after seeing Blue Beetle. This is a 2023 film that was directed by Angel Manuel Soto, and I've been looking forward to this movie for quite some time. No, not because it's another superhero movie. There's plenty of that to go around nowadays. And not because it's connected to the DCEU, but the first official DCU character. I don't know, James Gunn. I'm confused as hell about all of that. And no, not even because this was originally scheduled for HBO Max, but they decided last minute to just put it in theaters. And it's not because people think I look Hispanic, even though I'm not. No, I have been aware of the Blue Beetle character for quite some time, and so I was more curious how would DC handle a different character, a new character, and would they be able to present this character in a way that makes sense and that works? It's not just the same old, same old. Coming out of the movie, I gotta say that I enjoyed this movie. I did. This is some of the most fun I've had with a DC film in quite some time, quite a while. First, let's talk about the main character. Jaime Reyes is played by Exolo Miguel from Cobra Kai. I really like this actor. And yes, I've watched Cobra Kai and really enjoyed him on that. But he was likable here because he wasn't too annoying. He wasn't too much like, oh, I'm the main character, so I have to be overly goofy or overly just annoying. No, he was a very relatable guy. He wanted to help his family and do the right things. And he just sort of gets thrust into the situation that can suck, but also be very cool. When he does get the superhero abilities, I can understand if you want to say, well, oh, this is just very reminiscent of movies like Spider-Man or Iron Man. I see all of that. I do. I do. But I feel like there's a part of me that was a little refreshing to see a superhero origin type film. It feels like you haven't gotten that in a while. It's usually just a part of a bigger thing. This was very bare bones and very straightforward. The suit I thought looked great. The practical effects, I mean, there's a lot of CGI, don't get me wrong. But because I looked up the budget, it's $120 million, which was actually more than I thought it was because it felt like they scaled this down from what we're used to in superhero blockbuster movies, even though a lot of superhero or blockbuster movies in general seems to cost in the upwards of 200 to 300 million unnecessarily. By the way, it was refreshing to see a measly 120 million budget. But it felt like it was a lot easier to take in the action. It was a lot easier to just scale this down into maybe smaller locations or smaller action sequences that I was able to get behind. The family aspect is very important to this, and I will understand if some people watch this movie and they see the family and they think the family is grating or just annoying or not as funny as much humor that it's in this film, and I get that. I do. I can understand it. But this is how Hispanic families are. Really, just most families that have this tighter unit, that are this close, and that do have this level of family values. I liked how the family was integrated here, and I was very willing to roll with it, especially George Lopez. He made me laugh quite a bit. And there's another character, Jenny Cord, played by Bruna Marquezine. I thought she was attractive. I mean, her role is fine, but I just wanted to throw that in there. Susan Sarandon plays the pseudo villain, just as far as somebody who wants this beetle scarab for herself and to do obviously the bad that she will. Is it bad though? I mean, she wants to use it for her company and like I guess it's nefarious. I guess it was cool to see Susan Sarandon in a big movie like this. Also, there's a villain that she kind of hires or kind of has with her And it's a dude that basically has the same suit or the same similar tech that Blue Beetle had. And I was rolling my eyes thinking, man, everything else about this movie I was kind of vibing with. But the villain aspect felt like they were going more generic. Felt like they were going more like, oh, you see the hero's powers? Well, the villain just has the same. And it's going to be that type of a fight. But at the very end, they gave the villain some layers, some details, some extra background to him to where I thought, okay, you know what? This is a lot more interesting. I appreciated the Mexican representation of this movie. I thought the culture aspect of it, it reminded me of the things that I liked the most about Miss Marvel, or just anything that is different. Different, but treated with respect. I was never bored. I never felt like, oh, when is this going to be over? And I have felt that way with some DC and just superhero stuff in general. I'm probably still holding on to the superhero genre more than most people are, but I recognize that plenty of people are checking out. And I just hope that a film like this, where they actually did try, where they actually did put some good effort into this, I do hope that it's moderately successful. Maybe it doesn't matter, because is this movie in the DCU? Or is just the character in the DCU? What's going to happen going forward? Is anyone even going to care about the DCU come that Superman movie? In any event, I'm going to give this movie a full price. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Blue Beetle if you saw it? Or are you checked out? Are you not going to see this movie? Why? Why not? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!